Hello, everybody. Welcome to Battle of the States, Season 2. We have a match between Texas and Puerto Rico, the only one that is technically not a state, but is still participating in Battle of the States. So, interesting. Pretty interesting to see there. Texas is coming off of a great match one performance. Well, this will be Puerto Rico's first match of the tournament. Anyways, I am going to go to here. We can I'll just about reveal the level in a short while. At the moment, to make sure again, you said DG fan, you do have like basically every medium demon now, right? So
No, that was
Spark.
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 Yeah.
Okay. Basically every medium demon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a number. This will take just a little bit. Once I get this ready, I'll have it. 1370. All right, I have the level now. Go and enter it in.
Oh boy.
As it loads here. You know, everything seems to be loading. It's weird. Just have to wait on that for just a bit. If I refresh this page. Oh, yeah, seems like it. Alright, the level we'll be playing is called Too Long Pipe.
Too long pipe.
Yes, Too Long Pipe. This is the ID.
Really 2.1. Okay.
Alright, everybody. I don't think it uses a replacement. Oh, DG fans thing disconnected. Can you?
Oh yeah, I still need the code.
Spaghetti here. Cool.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright.
Just a second. So this one's 2 minutes 0 seconds exactly. So how long is the match?
This one is. It doesn't give me a estimated level
DG fan, I
length
just sent the
here.
code.
What does it say it is? Oh, 2 minutes 0 seconds. So yeah, it will be a 20-minute match.
Is it a Nong?
I don't think it is. It's a little too early. I think this is I highly doubt like Songfile Hub is gonna recognize that that's like a Nong. It's like random 2.1 medium demon. I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, I think it's a different level that has it.
It's probably just some other level that uses the same song ID. Alright, everybody. We will be beginning our round 1 match. What? Someone say something? Okay, we'll be beginning in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we have begun our first match of the day today. We'll be playing Too Long Pipe, which seems to look pretty interesting so far from what I can see. We got weird dash web releases.
Yeah, this one looks a little strange, but I guess that's just kind of how it goes when you're playing in the unrated level pool. We can see Mac Chunky already got 21%.
Yeah, the thing is though, all of these levels are like these are levels that have been sent.
So at least they adhere to some quality
Yeah.
standards.
They have been sent before.
But yeah, InfoSpark has beaten every medium demon, or at least is absurdly close to it. So once again, we are playing unrated levels. I think this is the 3rd or 4th time we're doing
Well, there's
this now.
2 people in the tournament that have that caveat associated with them, which would be Infinite Spark and Plasma 64. I think those are the 2 players that have that.
Yeah. So this has happened a couple times now. Very unique circumstances. But interesting levels. I mean, this one looks kind of cool. I like this part. Everyone's kind of playing it right now.
Yeah, it's a
But just kind of
interesting
carrying on
duel.
with the early practice runs. Yeah, nothing happening as of yet. But Puerto Rico finally playing. I believe this is their first game.
Yeah. Well, they were kind of like what I told them, right, is that they were like a bit of like a fill-in team so that we could still have 32 teams if one of the teams left. That one team that left was Kansas, Missouri. So they're here in their place.
Yeah, so Puerto Rico.
That's
filling
why it's
in,
like they're
we've
not
got-
technically like South Central doesn't like fully describe Puerto Rico. I mean, it is South, but it's not really Central. It's like, you know, very like is.
Yeah.
Actually, where is it? Like geographically, it might stretch further. Like it might stretch further west than I think it does. No, it doesn't. It is like about as east as like more east than any U.S. state. So Central is like not a describer for it at all. But like,
See, I wouldn't be able to tell you after geographical knowledge of a bucket of coal, but man, it's interesting to learn.
geographical
I
knowledge
believe-
of a bucket of coal.
It's just the first thing that came to mind. I don't know. When is I don't know the.
I'm curious
American
if with
map
the
right now.
orb that Feisty's at, if you could can you just keep holding, or do you actually have to do like weird stuff?
It's probably what you're supposed
Yeah,
to do.
yeah,
I was
see.
gonna say yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I feel like you just keep going.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to stop because that didn't look possible. But very interesting. This I feel like this Puerto Rican team. I know 2 of the 3 members are on the Caribbean national team for GD World Tournament currently. Although truly Foursquare is a new face for me.
Yeah, I have yet to see the name on this channel.
As for the Texan players, I believe all 3 have played previously. I think this has been their lineup for the tournament thus far. I don't think there's been any changes, if I recall correctly. Yeah, off to a bit of a slow start. This is an XL level, well, barely XL. It's XL by a whopping 1 second, but XL nonetheless. So it's going to take a while to learn. Although we can see DG Fan is going to be going from 0 now. So he'll be the first player to be fully committed to going from 0. We did see 21% run come through from Mac Chunky, but went back into practice mode pretty much immediately after that. So DG Fan going to be making a bit of a response to that first run. Remains to see how far it's going to get, but this is already a pretty good new best. I mean, it's already past 21%, so it's going to be the new furthest run of anybody. In the late 20s now, I'll keep tabs on that as the match goes on. You can see Infinite Spark is elected to do the second practice run. Mac Chunky is also doing a second practice run. GG Fan is in the mid-30s now, so this is an insanely good first attempt. Texas is going to be taking the lead and then some with this. Everyone else still learning. And
Like
look,
Q's
DG
gonna go
Fan-
from 0, but I see
Oh, yeah.
DG's already from 0 too, right?
Yeah, DG Fan in the 50s. Hugh, well, not really anywhere of note, but a new best nonetheless. So Texas going to be putting some points on the board now. Is this level looking pretty consistent? I mean, again, DG Fan is in the 60s, late 60s now. Still going. Truly Foursquare is going to finish that practice run. Go for a
Look,
second
the account
run.
IDs are coming in for some reason.
And Hugh got 21%. I didn't call attention to that, but that did happen. DG Fan is on a run to the 80s. Could this be a one attempt completion? It very well might be. Late 80s now for DG Fan. Again, the first attempt from 0. This is an insanely impressive run. And it's looking like I believe this is the final ship. And with that, DG Fan is just going to pick up the completion. So congratulations to DG Fan. Going to pick up our first completion of this match on 2 long pipe. 1 attempt fluke. Fluke from 0% for DG Fan. Meanwhile, Hugh is actually on a new best run here. Going to be a run to the 40s now. 40% for Hugh. So Texas up 119% now.
How is that number getting? Let me refresh. Okay, yeah. For some reason, it just everything just didn't work for me until I refreshed the page.
It's working now.
I think so. Yeah. So
Okay,
everything
that's
was
good.
going. It just wasn't for me for some reason.
I think the percentages were updating on the display. As it should.
They
Our
were.
DG Fans wasn't, but I put it in.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Infinite Spark gonna be playing from 0, and now I'm only now learning the INF stands for Infinite, so that's cool. That was
Yeah,
kinda
I knew
weird
that because his name
part.
before was like Infinite Spark YT. And then he changed it to this.
But now I can say Infinite Spark. That is a lot better to pronounce. Really rolls off the tongue. Hugh's gonna get 44%, 4% improvements on new best. Infinite Spark is on a run to the late 10s. So we'll see what that develops into. I'm unsure if Feisty's from 0 right now. I haven't looked at this corner of the screen in a while, but it might just be the practice run. Truly Foursquare is in practice mode. Feisty might be from 0 because I haven't seen any checkpoints in a pretty long time, but this could also just be a very big run. Have to wait and see. Infinite Spark is on a run to the late 30s, now the early 40s, and Feisty was in practice mode, so that's not going to count, but Infinite Spark is not. So that's 41%. And once I get that updated, we will see that the percentage difference between Texas and Puerto Rico is going to be 164% in favor of Texas.
Yeah, I mean they've been a great team all tournament, and they're gonna look to try and continue that throughout the rest of the match.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if this practice for the Puerto Rican team pays off. Just because of the fluke from DG Fan, I am a little bit worried for them because there is a chance that Hugh and Infinite Spark can just pick up those completions, like with pretty big flukes, if they're able to do what DG Fan does, and that would just...
Yeah, that
That
would
would
be
just
a
hand the
bit
win
of
on
like a
this level
match
pretty
ender.
quickly.
Yeah,
And currently they're all still in practice mode, so no one is scoring right now.
but
Apart from
Hugh
that,
is scoring.
correct about that, Infinite Spark is on a new best too, so
Yeah,
that
that's true.
gap is just going to continue to expand. At the very least for Puerto Rico, Mac Chunky is now playing from 0, but I mean, just look at these runs from Hugh and Infinite Spark.
From what I can tell, it seems like the ending probably isn't that hard, because I don't really seem to see a lot of people dying to it. I think it's just like that duel is like the reason it's a medium demon.
That's kind of the vibe I was getting. I mean, Hugh on a run to the mid-70s, Infinite Spark on a run
It's just back
the
to a
early
slow
70s.
spider again. It's like building up. The screen flashes, and it's just a slow spider.
Yeah, and I mean, remember, both of these players, their best runs were to the 40s before this, and these are massive new bests already.
It was pretty close for Hugh there. Nearly died, but we'll see. Could that be? That part's kind of weird, actually.
Yeah,
We'll see if that
But he's
gets
gonna survive.
anybody.
last ship. I mean,
Spark's gonna
Feisty's from 0
survive
now,
there too.
but Hugh
Spark's
picks up
at
the
the
completion.
last ship. Is this gonna be a completion for Spark? It is. It is already gonna be last attempt for everybody, with the match just crossing the halfway mark. And who's in practice right now? Yes, Foursquare's done.
Yeah, Foursquare is done. So it's just Feisty and Mac Chunky.
Yeah,
on
it's
their
just going to be the
final
last
attempt now.
attempt, but that's going to seal the win. 12% for Feisty. That'll be their
Feisty's gonna be
final
done.
score.
And now it's just up to Mac Chunky to lower the deficit. Although I believe even if Mac Chunky picks up the completion, this would be the largest deficit we've seen in a loss, like by far, at least that I've seen.
44
Yeah,
will
Mac
be the
Chunky's gonna
final
be
score.
done.
So the final score is going to be 56 to 300.
Texas taking the win by a whopping 244%. I have never seen a gap that big.
No, they're really
So-
good. They'll just be.
We're gonna get everyone unmuted.
Yay.
Yeah, let's go, bro.
Dude, holy shit. What?
Holy crap.
That
Insane.
level, bro. That level is
Stuck
weird.
on that one timing for like 3 minutes. I didn't know how to do it.
Bro, if it weren't for that stupid duel, bro, I
That
took so much time
duel.
learning that.
That duel's like the entire level. Everything else is like either a buffer or like not
And
that
the
hard.
transitions,
I can understand why this level never got rated.
I will say one of the largest, or the largest percentage gap.
Yeah,
I've
I think
seen
that's
by
the
quite a
biggest. Yeah,
significant
that's the
margin.
biggest That's a margin record. I'm pretty sure.
However,
Wait,
it's
GG.
not over yet.
What?
This is a best of 3.
So yeah, let's
What
go
was-
and
what
roll.
was your
Let's go and
worst
roll our
I think it's
next
0.
level here.
After one practice, huh?
Dude, I was lagging on that level. How do I lag on that?
It's just too tough.
Yeah, I guess it was too decoration heavy.
It's too long fight.
All right,
More
this
on
is what I got. Let's see.
Wait, so the round ends when a team like
If all 3 of them beat it, then everybody's on their last attempt. Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, that was like so short for this level.
I was kind of worried that I would have to sit there and do nothing for 20 minutes because that's like, I'm really bad at that.
All right. Well, I'm going to enter in what will be our next level, which will be.
I'm at least glad I got an attempt from 0.
It's going to be called Felix Ram.
What?
I love it.
Here's the ID.
Well, who made it?
Wait, another.
It is
Early
not by
2.0
Felix
level.
Ram.
Dang it!
Who names their level Felix Ram?
Which one is it?
AMZ Walker.
This is possibly the last 2.1 level. 7 years ago.
Yeah, possibly my last 2.1. Can someone check your profile and see if it like actually was?
I think
No,
it was,
no, 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 no.
Oh my!
7 years later.
Possibly last 2.1 level. All right, so this one will just be a 15-minute. This one will just be a 15-minute match,
This guy probably has a family now.
and we'll be beginning our round 2 in 3, 2, 1, go.
And here we are with our second level, Felix Ram by AMZ Walker, not by Felix Ram. Rather disappointing, in my opinion. But regardless, well, this just looks like a basic, like 2.1 low-flow level. I guess it's got custom portals. At least in that in the 20s I saw Mac Chunky playing. But we're gonna be up here. This level a lot quicker than the previous, so I'm expecting to see those practice runs come through a lot quicker this time around. We can see a lot of players in the 50s already. Yeah, off with the Felix Ram here. Texas did take the point on the last level with a whopping 244% lead.
Yeah,
So
that's
will they be able to
crazy.
keep up the performance? Have to wait and see. I mean, because that was obscene. Like, I've talked before about how you can kind of just get caught unaware playing in practice mode and not be able to make a lot of progress for other teams to pick up the levels, and that does.
Yeah, but like in this case, I don't even think they were caught unaware. They were just didn't think it would just end that fast. Yeah.
And they got obliterated. So we'll see if they're able to make a comeback.
Yeah,
if
at
they
least
can make a
make it-
comeback, pull to game 3, it'd be insanely impressive.
It would be
considering the
insanely
difference.
impressive. But again, your goal probably just to hunker down, try and keep the difference not so bad, and maybe try and see if you can make a statement against Team Delta, which will be right after this.
My bottom line is, like, in any competitive setting, if I ever get stopped like that, it's just like a full mental reset. It doesn't even count. It doesn't even matter. It didn't even happen in my eyes. Because, like, sometimes you just lose. But, again, like, a comeback, I would love to see Puerto Rico, like, take this
Well,
fight.
they have the lead for now.
It'd be awesome.
For a little bit.
They did have the lead on the last one, although I
They
believe their
did.
lead
It was like right at the start.
No, Infinite Spark is going to be playing from 0 now. Just got 1. I'm going to wait to see how this next attempt goes before I put in the new best, so that the gap should be 7%. Okay, that works too. So, gap 7% in favor of Puerto Rico. See how far the second run gets. Did he just beat the level?
He did. He beat the level.
Oh my.
Okay. And you got 71.
DG fan, not even 3 minutes in, is going to pick up the completion. It was so fast, I didn't even look. I didn't even look at the top left of the screen. So Texas is going to take the lead back, up 133%.
62 for Spark.
So, well, now they're going to be up even more. Like you said, Hugh got 71 as well. So now they're up 194% within the first 4 minutes of the match.
Basically the first 3 minutes.
Yeah. Mac Chunky is going to start going from 0 now. I believe Feisty's still in practice mode. Truly, Foursquare has been playing from 0 for a while, but since that 39 around a couple of minutes ago, hasn't been able to get the new best.
You see, you can make so much of a difference if you just put your mind to it. And never forget about
Now, the Mac Chunky on a pretty decent first run. On late 20s, going to be early 30s now. Truly, Foursquare is on a new best. So, a decent chance to pull it back here. Truly, Foursquare is going to get a run to 56%. Mac Chonky is going to get a run to 43%. So, the deficit will shrink 134% now. Feisty is still practicing. Hugh is going to go back to practice mode. And Infinite Spark is on a run to the 50s. So, this could potentially be the new best. Maybe even the completion if DG fan level flukes are to come out from Infinite Spark. But we will see. This is the new best run now. So this is more points in favor of Texas.
75%.
So at the very least, Puerto Rico will have some time to shorten the steps and make a comeback. Yeah, because Hugh is in practice mode. Feist, he's going to be playing from... So more points we put on the board here. The gap 147%, but soon to shrink once this attempt from Feisty concludes. 18% going to be the first run from the Puerto Rican player. So now they're down 129%. Hugh seems to be doing pretty well in this practice mode run, so probably just gonna go from 0 once it concludes. So if this is anything like the last level, the clock might be ticking for Puerto Rico, but we will see. Hugh's gonna go back to playing from 0. Infinite Spark is on a run to the late 30s. And no one else too far as of right now, so nothing of note going on. At least not just yet, except for Infinite Spark. He's on a run to the late 50s now. Although Infinite Spark is gonna die. So now Mac Chunky is the one I want to call attention to. 55%, and Feisty's on a new best. Truly Foursquare also picked up the new best while watching Infinite Spark, gonna get 56%. So the gap 117% now, but Feisty gonna get a new best of 33, so that's gonna be 102% the difference. Although Hugh is on a new best.
We'll see, could this be a completion?
It very well
towards
might
the
be.
ending.
Puerto Rico at the very least putting up a much stronger fight than they did on the last level, and with some decent runs coming through, they might have the chance to take
There's
this back.
a completion for Hugh. It's the second completion of the match.
But that completion from Hugh is going to make it difficult. Texas is on fire right now. A little off topic, but I am surprised to see this one isn't rated. This just seems like a fairly normal level. I asked Rob, maybe just didn't notice it. So Texas is gonna have 2 out of 3 completions now, and Infinite Spark is on a run to the late 60s. So Infinite Spark within completion range now, and Puerto Rico might be in danger. We'll see if this is the completion. Late 80s. Infinite Spark gonna get 87%. So not the completion. Feisty, new best run at 55%, just as I mentioned it. So the gap 114% now. Truly Foursquare is on a run to the late 40s now. Mac Chunky on a run to the early 40s. So potential new best runs coming through here. Truly Foursquare is going to go on to 56 again though, so no new best comes through. Mac Chunky's on a run to the late 50s. Needs to pass 62 to put some points on the board, and will pass it. But how much further can he get? Meanwhile, Feisty's going to be on a run to the mid 40s with the previous best of 55.
Okay, we'll see. 75. There you go.
Yep. 75 for Mac Chunky. Feisty goes down without getting the new best, but Infinite Spark is on another run to the ending here. And we might be looking at a completion. Will it be another death to the ending? This last part looks auto. That's going to be it.
There you go. It's going to be last attempts for everybody.
Final attempts for Puerto Rico now. Feisty's going to go down, so they're not going to be able to take that comeback. Texas is going to take the point, but now it's just about margins. How much further can Mac Chunky and Truly Foursquare get? Mac Chunky's on a run to the late 50s. Truly Foursquare just entered the 50s. So these could be new best, but Mac Chunky 3%, so no new best. And Truly Foursquare is going to get 58, so that is the new best, but unfortunately not enough to turn the match around.
That will wrap it up.
So that's...
The final score is a little bit, it is closer this time. It's 300 to 188. But, you know, still, both matches ended early. Both matches ended in Texas wins. And, yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it goes.
Texas with a very dominant performance. They're going to taking the point on this one. So congratulations to Texas. Though Puerto Rico, good try fighting back. Did significantly better on the second level than the first, so we did see a lot of improvement. So at the end, everyone should be proud of themselves. I'm going to get everyone unmuted now.
I like the level.
That was a really good level.
I want that rated, okay.
It was definitely better.
You want that? You said it should be rated.
Yeah, I want that rated.
I just.
There's some really awkward gameplay in it, but it's honestly much better than the other one.
I don't know why I like on everything. It's not. But
I mean, that
I
makes
liked it. I liked it.
Yeah.
I could have beaten that level. I just, for some reason, I kept dying at like 49 and like 50 for some reason.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Oh, we can see here that those these are the group standings now. Texas on top of the group, Delta in second, Puerto Rico in third, currently Alabama in fourth. You know, when we come back, we will have our next set of matches, which will be Puerto Rico versus Delta, which has like a fair few states in the Mississippi River region, basically. Yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you then. I'll set the timer on stream so you all can tell about when we'll get back.
飽きるまで落とせ落とせ救いたらす時まで嘘味のつぶつぶを喉から締め出した君ごと噛み砕く笑顔が来たらばっかで知ったような口ぶりに沿ってやり過ごすなりたくなかった今日役立つ眠たいに舞台にそうで救われることを待つ一番目はいいの口で力強く固く痛く噛みしめて死んでしまえしまえこの先も過去も知らず嫌いなら壊せ壊せどうせなら加害者になれば
on its way to orbit after a successful
どうせなら踊り踊れ灰色になって生きる前に打ち鳴らせ頑張れ頑張れ眠り落ちる時までどうせなら奪え飼いならした嘘は暴いて逃げたきる頭によぎった虚像を見ていた自分を見ていた
everybody, welcome back to Battle of the States. Here we have Puerto Rico again, but this time versus Team Delta. Team Delta's coming off of a win against Alabama. Now, Team Puerto Rico, they're gonna try and see if they can avenge for their loss, and I think things will get particularly interesting, I would say, for Delta if they do not win, just off the fact that they have yet to play Texas. So, a lot of that will be dependent. Honestly, I'll probably have to run the two matches simultaneously if that's the case, because then it's going to be basically the outcome of the match is how much does Texas win by, which is very fascinating if that happens. Also, at Delta, their case could also be they would just have to if they take a set, it's like the same as winning. Really weird situation that could happen in this group, depending on how this match goes. In the result of a Puerto Rico win. This time we don't have to pull up the unrated levels, so I can use my regular level generation here. So the first level, about to roll it here. First level we are going to be playing is called Rend Bone.
How you spell?
Here's the ID.
Okay.
By Seki GD.
Yeah. By Zeki, yeah, yeah, definitely.
Really spelled Seki.
Okay.
What?
That's funny. Anyways, for all of you, let's we can get started. It will be a 15-minute match that will be starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
There we go. That's going to be the beginning of Puerto Rico versus Delta on Rend Bone, which is somehow one of the more interesting names I've seen. Yeah, Zeki dash screen share a little crunchy. It's okay. Oh, it's back to normal now. But yeah, Puerto Rico looking to make a little bit of a comeback. You see Mac Chunky gets 10%.
Mac Chunky always likes to play straight from zero.
Yeah, but then just goes right back to practice mode. I wonder if it's a practice mode thing like that he has, like a mod or something that always counts as first run from practice.
No, that's not. I don't think that's a thing. It's just the one where it completes it, I think.
Okay. Well, yeah. As I was saying, Puerto Rico looking to make a little bit of a
there's a slope bug
here.
there. That's fun.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah. That. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen from zero. That would be upsetting. Yeah, those are not fun at all. We'll see how many players end up getting affected by that. But yeah, I believe Delta is up 1-0 right now. Puerto Rico down 0-1. The previous game they had against Texas could have gone better. They did lose by
the thing is what I said with game. The thing I was talking about the game in hand, though, right, is that Texas. Well, it looks really, really good for Delta right now. However, it's worth noting that they haven't played Texas yet, and Puerto Rico has. So, Puerto Rico still has, they still have Alabama on the schedule, while Delta already got that win over them.
Yeah, I mean, Texas has been looking pretty strong, so it wouldn't be surprising to see Delta take a loss. We'll have to see.
Well, the thing is, right, like, we don't really know how good Puerto Rico is yet because they didn't even get to play half the match on both matches, so we don't really have an idea of how good they are. Because
it's just that Texas beat the level like
usually
so quickly, they didn't really get a chance.
Usually, like, early endings, to be honest, I kind of thought early endings would happen a lot more often than they've been happening in this tournament.
Yeah, like early endings like that are rare, especially that early on.
Having 2 in 1 match is like exceedingly rare.
Right. Because normally the way the tournament's been going thus far is you can get a pretty good idea of how well the teams are able to perform by how far they get, like, by the time the match ends, because normally it goes to the full length, right? But, like, Puerto
Yeah.
Rico didn't really get a chance to
They
show
didn't
what
really
they
get
can
a
do.
true shot.
So maybe this match will be a much better indicator of what they're capable of. We will have to see some runs that were missed. Mac Chunky did just get 18%, is actually on a new best, and Tropical Fire got 18% earlier and is on a new best as well. Their attempts actually pretty much synced up here.
Yeah. Very synced up.
Funnily enough, the score is completely tied, so it's just whoever gets further on this run specifically is gonna be the
They're
one
both
that
doing
gets
really
the
well, though,
takeaway.
I'll say.
Yeah.
47
Okay.
here for 49 for Mac Chunky, so there you go.
So Puerto Rico's up 2%. But yeah, everyone else is going to be in practice mode for the time being. Smack is pretty close to playing from 0 at this point. I think he's currently playing from, or was playing from 15 earlier. Has placed more checkpoints now, so it might be a little bit longer. AJX Pro is going from 0. Notably, and I can't believe I mentioned this yet, but Puerto Rico has made some changes going from their first game to the second one. Feisty and Truly Foursquare have been swapped out for AJX Pro and Zeki Dash.
Mac Chunky stays, though.
Yes,
Can't
Mac
replace
Chunky will
Mac
remain.
Chunky.
And Chunky's here to stay from the previous game.
Look where he is,
Tropical Fire gonna get
68%.
49.
He got one higher than a funny number and one lower than a different funny number.
Yeah, and AJX Pro is going to get 60. It looks like keeping Mac Chunky in the game is going to pay off. The AJX Pro swap also doing dividends, at least for the time being, because Puerto Rico is going to be up 70% now. Although Marwiji is now playing from 0, just got 10%.
It's like Smex just finished a practice run. They're going to keep practicing, though. It's fair enough.
Yeah, Marwiji, new best 18%. Looks like Zeki Dash is going from 0 now. And Zeki Dash at least did play for the Caribbean GD World Tournament, so playing in both formats now. So curious to see which format Zeki Dash is better on. Wouldn't be familiar
Yeah,
with the rest of the players.
fascinating, I guess, for you guys as well, though. Also, I'm not really sure how the team makeup's going to go for level race. Like, whether like there'll still be like one team for all of the Caribbean or not, just because like there might be more demand to play, but we'll see. Like,
We'll see.
post champions and stuff, I feel like there might be like a lot of people who want to play in these things.
Also seems like quite incapable of fielding their own team, at least as of right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Yeah. Well, the only thing though, I feel like it probably would be just off the fact that like, you know, they're technically still part of the United States.
That is also true, yeah.
So for
So,
national team purposes,
get
it's
a
like
lot
a
of
bit different.
options.
It's like a bit different. And for those who like didn't know, like actually, if there is a Puerto Rican player that's like ever like good enough to play for the U.S. team, they can. Like they can play for like whatever basically. But yes, one of those interesting cases here. We could see Puerto Rico has been keeping control for this first portion of the match so far.
Yeah, pretty strong performance. They're up 57%. Although there was a little bit of a response from Marwiji earlier that we missed when we were talking about Puerto Rico. Got 71% as a fluke from 18, so helped to bring that deficit back quite a bit from what it was before. So a massive run from Marwiji to keep things close. But Puerto Rico will still hold on to that lead. Smek is still in practice mode, so Delta, although they are behind right now, should have decent potential to turn things back, assuming Puerto Rico isn't just gonna like pick up a triple
What
completion.
is
end the
going
game
on
early.
with Smek there?
I
Oh, that's what you have
looks
to
like it's
do, I
bugged.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see what Smek is able to do from 0, because Spire has a lot of potential to really shake things up here and kind of crush the lead that Puerto Rico has. Especially considering that none of the players have been able to get a new best in a while. MacChunk is going to go down to 49. Zeki Dash is on a run to the 30s, though. And, hold on just...
We could see who will get the furthest here. Can Zeki Dash get a new best?
Okay, sorry, I'm back. Yeah, Zeki Dash is not going to pick up the new best. Tropical Fire is also going to die to 49.
Smek's gonna start from 0 now.
Yes. 3% for Smek! Holy. And another new best already. How far is it going to get, though?
18.
18% for Smek. I feel like I've seen that death quite a bit.
Means a deficit closer, though. It's 39%.
It is. Delta is starting to come back, and like I said, a little bit of stagnation from Puerto Rico right now. Gonna give Delta a window to make the comeback. So Puerto Rico really wants some new best if they want to hold on to this lead.
Especially because could this be a new best for Tropical Fire right here?
Yes. Tropical Fire on the new best, Smek on the new best. I mean, this lead is shrinking and it's shrinking fast. It might disappear entirely. 60% for Tropical Fire. And I believe with this run from Smek, no, they're not ahead. Just barely behind, 3% now. Looks like Zeki Dash is elected to get some more practice in. Although AJX Pro is gonna die. I believe that was a bug.
There's something I want to look into. Because I don't see everybody dying to that. I might have to void this match. Because... let me see this.
Oh, 81% for Maruigi, a new best. Delta's gonna be in the lead now. Is this like a thing where the level just randomly kills you and there's no counterplay?
What I'm trying to find out is if it's a CBF exclusive bug, like that other one. Because if it is, I'll probably have to void this one. We'll see. I just want to find out, not about that slope one. That slope one's fine. It's the one that's like a little bit after it that I'm like concerned about.
Hopefully everything works out. Looks like Delta's going to be continuing to expand that lead. So Mike's going to get a run to 47%.
No,
so
okay, it doesn't seem to be
now.
CBF specific.
Tropical Fire 62. Delta's up 13% now, so they are in the lead again.
No, in fact, that's so strange. I think it's because the slope probably propels you up just a little bit, but if you go high enough on the portal, it'll let you in.
That's really weird. Oh, but actually, hold on. Mac Chunky is on a new best on a run to the 80s. Fastest 81. This is the furthest run of any player. This could actually be the completion. It's Toggle Orb, Dash Orb, and yeah, that's going to be it. Mac Chunky will
But
pick
it
up
is
that
the same
completion.
conditions for everyone. This is like so barely on the line of like me like not voiding this match.
Well, at least this one goes through. I'm sure the players would have been upset to have to do another one. This one wouldn't have counted. Puerto Rico especially, since they're back in the lead now, as we're on our final 4 minutes of the match. So, there remains to be seen if Delta can take the lead back. It's been a little bit back and forth, but Puerto Rico pulls ahead once again with that completion from Mac Chunky. Smek is in practice mode, so these final couple of minutes are going to be very important for Delta. Maruigi is on a run to the 60s. Remember, has a previous best of 81. Could this be the completion?
The completion
We'll
would
have to
tie
see.
it.
It would. But then it'd just be reliant on anyone else to take this to overtime.
No, it's gonna be a
Maruigi's gonna get
1%
82.
improvement.
So that has to be a completion, at least, like assuming just looking at Maruigi, if they want to even this out, take it to a tie. Smek is going to be going from 0 again. Just got some practice again. So Smek likely to be picking up a new best. Ajax Pro is going to go back into practice mode. Zeki Dash is in the 20s once again. Maruigi on another run to the 30s, but again, if Delta wants to take this point, the other two players, at least one of them is going to have to get that new best. It could even be a new best of 1. If Maruigi picks up that completion and Smek gets a 48,
Yeah, I should
that'd be
probably
enough
tell
for them.
AJX Pro to disable the mod that they're using, because like that's like kind of cheating.
What is that?
It basically lets you place like start positions on the fly.
Oh, it's like the checkpoint. It's like the upgraded checkpoint mod.
Doesn't seem like they're really using it though, so.
Okay.
I don't know, it's like a weird case.
Well,
there you go, there's a completion
Maruigi
from
picks up that
Maruigi.
completion.
We have a tie game.
So yeah, it's gonna come down to I mean, any of the remaining players to get any new best, and that would propel either team back into the lead. But it remains to be seen. None of these players have gotten new best in quite some time. Ajax is going to be in practice mode, and we are slowly approaching our final minute and a half of the match here. I think Zeki Dash is probably in the best position to get a new best, because he has been getting close to that pretty consistently, but it remains to be seen if he can pass 49 and has gotten multiple chances. Going to be another one here. Mid-40s again, needs to pass 49, but goes down to 47. I believe that's slope bug. Yeah. And Smack is back in practice mode, slowly approaching our final minute of the match, so just hoping to get that new best right before things end. Tropical Fire.
Maybe we do have overtime in the cards here. We'll see. We just have a minute left, and at the moment we could have an overtime. It would be a 3-minute overtime period.
But Tropical Fire is actually dead. I was gonna say Tropical Fire might be getting the new best, but no, goes down. That might be costly. Zeki Dash is on a run to 47 and dies again to the slope bug. But AJX Pro is on a run to the 50s and almost runs to the 50s, went down to 49. So no new bests come through. And Smek is in practice mode. We're in our final 20 seconds of the match here. Smek might be caught unaware, might be ending early. If that timer goes to 0 and Smek is in practice mode, that's going to be it. Zeki is on a run to the 30s again. Tropical Fire is on a run to the 30s again. And AJX Pro is on a run to the 30s as well. So Smek got a couple seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Everyone
Zeki
on final
dies
attempts.
at 49. Tropical dies at 62. Those all happened, so it's just going to be Smek and AJX, right? I think those are the only two that are left.
AJX dies.
AJX dies, so it's just going to be Smek. If they can get to 47, that would do it.
Smek needs to pass 47 if Delta has to take this point now. It's required. It's completely non-negotiable. Smek is on a run to the 40s. This could be it. They could take the point and Smek can go down to 47. Smek passes it.
It gets 49 and Delta takes the win on the last attempt. And Delta takes the win on the last.
That was one of the buggiest medium demons I've ever played.
Oh my god.
That was so buggy, bro.
Yeah, that level.
It's like 47 and 49 are just like a bug. Like,
I will. Okay. I will say this because the thing is, if Smek didn't get that run, I would have asked if you guys just wanted to avoid the match. But now it's like, I mean, we have a winner.
It was like a tie up until that last attempt.
Yeah, I was ready to say like, let's just not count this one because the level was so buggy.
That level was borderline non-functional. I have no idea how that got rated.
I really hope it could like. It has like invisible slopes and like they go over the block. Please tell me at least one of y'all saw that one death I got at 46 where like my spider just went in the block.
Yeah, I had that too.
Dude. I had a lot of times where I just landed on a block and it just would make me slide up and just die.
What a slot machine, bro.
No man, yeah.
I kind of found a way.
But one of the larger comebacks we've had, Delta's gonna go in and take game 1.
Yeah, but what was the difference, by the way?
2.
2%.
2%. Smack had 47, and it was tied, and then he got 49 on the last attempt, and that was the difference.
Oh wow!
I died at 49 like 5 times. I died at 49 like every single attempt. It's
all right.
Impossible.
The next level. Okay, wait, that level's too easy. Okay, here's the next level.
That felt so long for some reason. I thought I got disconnected.
The next level we are going to be playing is Lightopolis.
Like Heliopolis or something?
Lightopolis.
Oh my gosh. I should probably turn on LDM.
Lightopolis.
But AJX is already. Oh wait, no, that's the level. Sorry, AJX.
That thumbnail looks cool. I just hope the level's actually this good.
That's not the. You're not playing the. Yeah.
Is it this? My Belfox?
Yeah, that is the level.
Oh, yeah.
One thing too, AJX, don't use that like one like start position mod. That's not allowed in our event. Wait, don't open the level.
Leave the level immediately. Leave the level immediately.
Star position mod? Wait, what?
There's this mod. There's this mod that lets you have like practice checkpoints.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
While like at the start position, that is not allowed. Like for this, because that is like they didn't use it during the match, but they had it on.
They didn't use it with.
Yeah, he didn't use it, and Delta still took the point, so it doesn't matter. Luckily, but yeah.
No, they're on. Well, oh yeah, that's what you're saying. Because they're on Puerto Rico when they lost. Yeah, either just don't use it, or like whatever. Like I have to. I have to unmute. I just had to unmute for a bit because you were replaying my stream, but yeah, AJX don't use that.
What's the start position mode?
Okay.
Like he's using checkpoints as start positions. He doesn't want to let them do that. You cannot do that.
Alright, I'm gonna go and get our next level started. We'll be beginning our round 2 match. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Out, pass it out.
You know, it'll be interesting to see if game 3 is, you know, like how that's gonna be determined.
We'll have to see. That was a very close game. I think that was actually the closest game that's happened. Again, like it seemed like the closest game that's resulted in a win, because we have had ties. But the closest game that a team has won, I believe, with a 2% difference. I think that's the closest match we've had so far. So, a very competitive match between Puerto Rico and Delta to start us off here.
But yeah, an absolutely mad ending to the to the match.
Yeah, that was a fun one. And partially because the level didn't work, so we'll see how this one ends up. It has been very interesting, like just watching Puerto Rico in these games, because the circumstances around their matches just made it so hard to get an idea of like how good the team is. Because I mean, again, we had the one where they
played a buggy level. They played a freaking like, you know, they've got like probably like one of the fastest teams in the tournament. Like definitely top 3, if not better. Like.
Yeah. I mean, Delta takes the fight. Puerto Rico definitely a bit of a potential team right now. We'll have to see what they can really do. Maybe this level will give us a better idea. Yeah. Puerto Rico looking to hopefully take this to a game 3 and get the reverse. I guess calling it a reverse sweep.
That's not like really fair for a blown one. When we get to the best of 5s, then it's like, then if somebody like loses the first 2 and wins the next 3, then that's definitely like reverse sweep material.
Like it's a reverse sweep, but it feels a little pretentious to call it that when it's they would have to win 2 games.
Odds wise, it is only in all of these matches we played, it has only happened once. There's that to take into account as well, so it is rare.
Maybe Puerto
What's
Rico
funny
will
is
give
that
us
we've gotten
our
a lot of game 3s. It's not like we don't get game 3s, just they always go the way of the team that initially had the lead, not the team that was going into the match.
Yeah, but man, maybe there won't be a game 3. Delta ended up taking the point on that one. A very close game, but they did come out on top and looking to go 2-0 here and potentially take the top spot of the group over Texas, which would be very interesting.
The other thing too is if it goes to 3, this would be like this would actually be like horrible news for Alabama.
Oh, because they get 2-0 twice.
They have gotten 2-0 twice, which would mean that like their only way would probably be like sweeping Puerto Rico. Like they would have to sweep, even if they win in 3, that wouldn't be enough.
And if Puerto Rico is able to keep up the performance they have thus far, that would be a tough task for them.
If Delta wins this match, then it would just be like 0-2 versus 0-2, and just like the winner of that gets third. But you know, the other thing is, you know, Delta wins, like, you know, Texas has been dominant, but they will still have at least a chance to try and win the group on the last match day against Texas, which, you know, it's pretty good, you know, to be able to get that.
They will. I mean, this is a very fun group. There's a lot of things on the line here.
Yeah, I'd say this has a chance to be one of the more intriguing groups. The only thing that kind of bogs it down is just how good Texas has been. Like, when you have a team that just plays like that, when you have a team that just plays that much better, like, it's kind of hard to say.
I mean, yeah, but then you
at the least, Delta, if they win, they will have they will guarantee a spot in the knockout stage.
That is true, yeah. You go 2-1.
There's a 52 run for Mac Chunky.
Oh, yeah? Puerto Rico in the lead once again. I feel like we've heard this story before. Puerto Rico ends up taking the early lead, holds on to it. Are they going to be able to turn it into a win this time around?
Yeah, it definitely remains to be seen on this one. Whether we can potentially go to a third game or not.
Zeki's playing from 0.
Well, that very beginning part, like, feels exactly like the one Kaisa level, the easy extreme that has like a bunch of fast clicking. Not Aura by Kaisa. No, not Aura by Kaisa. Disruption. It does like the same thing.
I don't think I've seen that one, but I've heard of it.
It like literally is this literally just a Kaisa level? It might be. No, it's
26 for Zeki. It is not. This level looks really cool though. It reminds me of you know, Interference, the Insane Demon.
Do not. Yeah, sure. No, I don't.
Yeah. Well, it kind of reminds me of that one. Maybe I'll have to show you later. That was awesome. Anyways, that's not really the topic of discussion right now. What I do want to talk about is that Zeki now has 30%, and Puerto Rico is going to be ahead by 56% now. Tropical Fire did get 26, so hasn't gone past in a little bit. Might be getting past it now. Smack's going to get 10%. And I don't know if Marwigi's in practice mode or not.
No, he's not. No, he's
84.
He's doing good here. That'll take the lead back. 35 for Tropical Fire here. These specs also from 0 in new best range, so let's see if Delta can pile it up. A few more points there, and they have a 50-point lead right now.
Yeah.
AJX
Delta
is on new best range though, so there's that to be said, and see how far they can get.
Yeah. Zeki is on a pretty good run of his own too in new best territory. AJX Pro is still going. Zeki on a new best.
But yeah,
AJX Pro on a new best.
That was one of the that round 1 was one of the only times. Oh, Smek gets a new best here. That was one of the only times we've had a buzzer beater like game-winning attempt. Doesn't happen super often. Yeah. After the clock hits 0, the result gets decided.
We've had buzzer beater new best, but they haven't been game deciders. Just not commonly.
We had.
There might have been one that I missed.
Massachusetts versus North New England. 13-0 had I believe 2 actually game-winning attempts.
I said correctly. We have had a couple, but those are always pretty
it had been a while since the last one.
Yes.
Look at Mac Chunky though here into the 70s. Could this be a completion?
I was gonna say it's been a while.
Would bridge the gap.
Things change. It would. I think the gap is already bridged actually. Although a completion would put even more.
No, it's gonna be 90, but that does get the lead back. Just 16% separates the two of them. But Smek is just about to close that as he just has. Oh, he's in practice.
Practice mode. He has practice mode. Dang it! Every time. Oh, AJX Pro is on a new best.
Yeah, gets 1%
new
improvement.
Best. Really sealing the deal on this match here.
Yeah, sure. 40 for Tropical Fire. Now it's just down to 12, and we could be in for another close one here. I
Very
kind of
well
coming
could
into this
be.
match, I figured this one would be competitive, and so far it has.
This has been a good one for sure. I've enjoyed watching this thoroughly. Well, Luigi might actually be picking up the completion here, which would put Delta back ahead. And yeah, that completion's gonna come through. Maruigi has been having a pretty good match, I'd say.
Yeah, just gonna be a 4% lead, but that's all the work he needs to do for now. There's 6 minutes left on the clock, 3% difference. Mac Chunky though, see if he could get past 90 this time, and that could potentially flip the result back in favor of Puerto Rico. And this has just been a total barn burner of a match here.
And back and forth like a seesaw, this one. Mac Chunky is at the ending. Needs to pass 90.
There you go, there's 90,
Pass
there's
90.
new best, and we are down by just 1% now. And now Zeki gets a 1% improvement, and we have a dead tied game.
Funny enough, I think that's Zeki's second 1% improvements. I believe he got 36 earlier from 35. So we're tied again. This has like been the most like neck and neck match.
But AJX on a new best
so
run
far.
right here.
Oh, you're right. Puerto Rico's going to be up now, and it's not just going to be by 1%.
Yeah, let's see however much they get. 52%, so that's a 15% lead for Puerto Rico.
Yeah, very impressive stuff. Puerto Rico is going to be ahead now, but this one's been neck and neck. I mean, I'm expecting Delta to just take back that lead any minute now. I think Smek is actually going to 0 again. Yeah, Smek going to be getting a new best. Needs to get 41 to tie things up, 42 to take the lead.
It's 36 from Smek.
A 5% difference now. Zeki's on a new best. Mac Chunky's at the ending again. Dual time. How far can Zeki get? And can Mac Chunky pick up the completion? We'll pass 92. Zeki's gonna get 52. Mac Chunky's gonna get 95. So
It was
Puerto
a timeable
Rico,
lead though, a little bit for Puerto Rico with the time left.
yeah, they will remain ahead as we approach our final 4 minutes of the match here.
Sizable for the standards of this match, considering like usually a team isn't like winning by this much. It seems like it's always been like less than that.
And for this one, this is pretty close. Another funny thing that I could see Maruigi pointed out, or no, Feisty pointed out, who's also like in the call muted, is that from the previous game, all of the Puerto Rican streams are like really laggy, and then the Delta ones are all really high quality. And something I didn't notice that, like you can see AJX Pro's on like 3 frames per second. Mac Chunky's screen share is
Mac Chunky's like the best. Mac Chunky's is easily the best of the three.
And then Zeki's got like a little bit of grain going on. So everyone has like their own issue.
Happens. I mean, I've seen much worse, so.
Oh my god. You ever see like Genesis screen share like that is worse? Like it's like Zeki's grain.
Yeah, it's like way
on
more.
steroids.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Let's see what Mac Chunky can do here.
AJX Pro, new best, just as I say it, 72% run. So Puerto Rico's going to be up 43% now, which normally I wouldn't say is that much, but considering the standards of this match, I would say that is substantial. Mech is in practice mode, like every single time. Mac Chunky is on, I believe, I want to say the 4th duel attempt now. Can he get the completion this time around? His 4th time the charm. 96. Mac Chunky is so incredibly close, but just can't pick up that completion. So many deaths to the ending. Although there have been improvements every single time he's gotten there. Yeah, no one too far as of right now, so... And a little moment of calm as we enter our final 2 minutes of this match. It remains to be seen if Delta can pick up on it. Well, it's kind of hard to call it a comeback at this point because this one's been very back and forth. But if Delta can somehow come back and make that 2-0, if the margin is like, if the differences in the new bests remain the same as they were for the last one with a very small increment, it's going to be tough, especially because Zeki Dash is on a new best right now. Around to the late 60s, so this lead for Puerto Rico is only going to get larger, especially because neither Smek nor Tropical Fire is very close to having new best just yet. I guess Smek is approaching that range, but Zeki is on a run to the ending. And Mac
this
Chunky
is true. What
is
about
not
Mac
too far
Chunky
behind.
here? And AJX.
Yeah, all 3 Puerto Rican players. Great
There's
times.
a
So,
new best here, 94 for Zeki.
yeah, at this
What
point,
about
I
Mac
don't even
Chunky
think
here?
Mac
Is
Chunky
this
can
gonna
get
be?
any best
There
on a
you
completion.
go. There's a completion. 83 for AJX, and here we go. There's the pull away that
Yes.
Puerto Rico's been needing for this whole match and even into last match. Wow.
Yes, 94 for Zeki Dash, and 5th times the charm for Mac Chunky. Finally picking up that completion, despite all the deaths of the ending. Pulling through. And that's going to be very good for Puerto Rico. Their lead is 101% now. So we're going to need to see significant new bests come through from both Delta players if they want to take this point. And at this point, looking at how the match has been going, it's going to be very unlikely. That is true.
47 here.
47, which is still helps, but not as much
Not
as you
exactly
want.
what you want, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna need to see some big flus come. Flus. We need to see some big flukes come through at the ending here, which
Smek gets a
have
1%.
not been
That is
very
not a big
standard.
fluke.
Yeah.
All right.
The
Let's see, can Zeki end it on a completion? Same with AJX. The match is now over. Everybody gets their last attempt from here on out.
yeah, we'll see. Big flukes have not been very standard for this match, although we'll see. Maybe Delta's able to
Zeki
make
is
it
now
happen.
done.
Yep, so Zeki's attempt will finish.
Smek
AJX
is now
is gonna get a
completed.
second dash. Okay, so with that, I don't think Delta
And
can win.
AJX will get 87.
Yep.
And
Tropical
with
Fire
that,
is
we'll
on a
see
new
what
best.
Tropical Fire could do, at least to make the margin a bit closer.
Yeah, they'll make the margin slightly better.
And it's a big deal considering like they have Texas next, and there's a chance this group comes down to margin.
Yeah.
72. Okay, so the final score will be 281 to 209.
Puerto Rico gonna walk away with the win on this level. Lightopolis working out in their favor. So this match, it's gonna come down to a game 3. Gonna get everyone unmuted.
Oh, that level was great, but I played so bad.
Yeah, that was actually really fun.
That was
a good
really
level.
good.
That
I
was
played
a really
so
good level.
bad. Oh my god.
It feels like a medium. Something about it kind of reminds me like Daydream
really good.
a little bit in a
Really
way.
good. I just
I saw at the very beginning. Have any of you played Disruption? First, like the
Yeah,
very
Disruption too.
beginning
I beat
looks
Disruption.
exactly like Disruption,
Yeah,
where
it
it does like the
reminds me.
thing where like the
Yeah.
camera has like the
Yeah.
pad, and then
Yeah.
you like it stops, and then you go on the pad. Oh, you know what? I think this is the first time I've had a level like this in this tournament before that I just pulled.
Oh, this is really good.
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys will be interested in what our last level is going to be.
Oh,
It's gonna be like
Tiny
yes.
It scares me.
All right, the last level we're going to be playing is Ethereal Circles.
ethereal.
Oh.
What is light
It
top
all-
was
it's
unnerved? What is that? I'm curious. Obviously, I'll check after.
Wait,
Okay.
Zeki,
I have
I
9.
hate waves, so we'll
that's
see.
that's fine. That's
zero.
fine.
Oh, I
Oh,
stopped-
AJX
I gave
beat
up.
it.
Luigi and Ajax.
I gave up at 65% in practice mode. That's not a good look.
I've played this before.
I got 9%. When did I play this?
All right, then the next level we're going to be playing is going to be Titanity.
Wait, actually, oh shoot.
Because AJX already beat it, so.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
It's a shame you sounded so excited for
Looks,
Ethereal
it's that
Circles.
fucking Iron Man.
Well, I don't know. I was curious with how people would do on like a 9 circles level because we
I
really
think
had
that'd be
one
the
other.
second one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Iron Man. Is Iron Man on our side?
I'm
Interestingly,
so
the-
bad at 9 circles, like gameplay. So
all right. Tropical Fire already has the necessary practice, so we'll be playing a different level.
Yeah.
I did this years ago, so. Years ago.
Oh, okay. I feel like someone had to have played this already, but we'll see. It's gonna be off. It's a Danzaman level.
I think I.
oh no.
I feel like somebody probably played this already.
Yeah,
I
beat
guess.
that.
Yeah, that's what I
18.
figured. It's a pretty known level. So
Wait, but it's not 20%. That was 18. Was it's not 320?
no, but there's a practice run though,
Oh, okay.
and also someone else beat it.
Ah.
All right, our next level we have is going to be acousticophobia.
Oh, what? What is acoustic?
Don't think
Is that fear of sound?
Fear of acoustic.
By the real squiz.
Acousticophobia.
How do I type this?
Damn, bro.
By the real squiz.
Yes, by the wheel.
Yeah,
by
okay,
the
this
wheel
is fine.
squiz.
The real squiz.
8% slow enough.
I'm gonna
Wait, somebody already
dislike
played
for
this
no
one?
reason.
That's strange. So the level, even though it says 1 minute, the actual length is 59 seconds. So which is weird that it says
59.99.
it's weird that it says this, but on this report, according to like the actual I have like an archive of like level lengths, and this is actually 59. So it's just gonna be a 10-minute match.
Okay.
All right,
okay.
we'll
Just
be
because of that.
beginning our final and game deciding match in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we have begun our final match.
Yes, we are off with acousticophobia. And another game 3, which I am very glad to see. And that rhymes.
Yeah,
That's
that
how you know I'm
rhymes.
telling the truth.
After this, we do have another match that was flexed into this time slot earlier, so and then we'll be off for most of the rest of the day.
Oh, one of them got moved up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gonna be hard to beat this match. I mean, this one's been neck and neck. Yeah, we're gonna be off with our first couple of practice mode runs here. Been starting my life away all day. As we are on our final level here. Puerto Rico successfully completing successfully bringing us to a game 3
Yeah.
after their narrow loss on the first level. Keep saying complete the comeback, but it's not really a comeback until you win.
Only one team has ever won a set after winning the first match.
Yeah, Puerto Rico could be the second. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, they're already up 5%. It's a good start. But yeah, Tropical Fire is actually playing from 0 already, which I guess should have seen coming considering the short length of this level. Wouldn't be surprised to see people learning, getting more confident early on. At 9% for Tropical Fire now. So Delta will be in the lead, however small that lead may be. Looks like AJX Pro is going to go for a second
Having
practice mode run.
it's interesting like when you have like a winner takes all match at the end like this.
Yeah, because it feels like those have been rare, or at least they're not super rare. We did have a lot more, I believe, like last week, but I still like seeing them. Looks like Mac Chunky is on a pretty big new best here, 34%. I'm gonna put Puerto Rico back in the lead, as well as Zeki Dash playing from 0, which somehow I have not noticed. On a new best as well. How far is he gonna get? How far will their lead expand? It waits to be seen. Zeki gonna be on a run to the 30s now. Tropical Fire still going for 0, gets 23. Zeki Dash gets 35. Puerto Rico is up 46%. Looks like Smek is going for a second practice mode run. I've noticed Smek does really like getting that practice in. We'll see how much practice they're able to get in this time around. This is going to be a 10-minute match, so I'm not going to have nearly as much time to build that muscle memory as you'd want to hope for. Especially because it looks like Zeki Dash on a new best here. On a run to the 50s, pretty decent fluke from the previous best of 35. Goes down to 62. Was not supposed to collect that orb. However, Puerto Rico going to be up the evil number.
I mean, yeah, already.
Yeah, Mac Chunky gonna go back to practice mode. needs to do a little bit more learning. Ajax Pro has been in practice mode for the past almost 4 minutes now.
What's interesting for Delta, if they do end up losing this match, is they're gonna want to root pretty hard for Puerto Rico to beat Alabama, and also because they already 2-0'd Alabama, so they have the head-to-head. But what they don't want is to have 3-1 win teams, because then it would go down to sets. And actually, I think they would still have a pretty good shot of advancing. The fact that they took a set off of Puerto Rico, even if they lose, greatly gives them an upper hand over Alabama.
Also, because I believe for percentage shift for Puerto Rico, it's going to be massive because of the Texas match. Although it remains to be seen how the rest could go.
Yeah,
but
if everybody's tied, if everybody ties on that, then it won't be good. But the thing is, again, we don't know how much Texas will win or win by against, against Team Delta.
Or if they win at all.
That's why I said win or win by.
Well, I have hearing loss, so don't make fun of me. I actually do, but that's a completely separate story.
I didn't know that.
We can see now Delta, I believe all their players going from 0. Maruigi on another new best. We just saw a bunch of new bests come through like all at once, like we were discussing. Didn't even get to mention it. But the lead for Puerto Rico is only, well, now it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So Delta's actually ahead.
Delta's now taking the lead back. And again, as for Puerto Rico, if Delta wins, they the group actually becomes a lot more straightforward. Basically, they'll play against Texas to win the group, and Puerto Rico will play against Alabama to survive. Basically, that makes the group a lot more straightforward in that way.
Yeah. But maybe things will end up
might
being
be
a little
on new
weird.
best territory. Here we go.
Might be, yeah. Maruigi on new best territory. Ajax Pro just got Puerto Rico the lead back, but it's just going to go back to Delta all over again.
Currently,
Maruigi's
furthest
still going,
anybody's gotten.
70s. Yeah. Now in that range where we have to wonder if this is going to end up being the completion. Oh, so it's just a hold? It might actually just be a completion. It looks like the ending is just free.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
That's it. Maruigi picks up the completion.
And
Delta is back in the lead. Congratulations to Maruigi, helping getting Delta back ahead of Puerto Rico here. A little bit of a response.
Well, this actually uses a remix of the 9 Circles song.
Oh god.
I forgot about that. That's funny.
We do have a comment from Maruigi. Holy jank level. So I was kind of getting that vibe from watching it.
Acousticophobia. It's always something when it's like one word that's like super long.
Yeah, you know it's gonna be quite the experience. Looks like Mac Chunky is gonna die to 39.
The thing is about interesting is that Maruigi did those orbs completely differently than anybody else. I'm not sure if anybody else even knows the way he did it, because it looked way more consistent.
It might be the method.
Yeah, see, Zeki just died to it as well. Like, I think that fact might actually end up playing in favor of Team Delta. And Delta's been holding on to a bit of a lead there. We can see Mac Chunky is going to bring it down, though.
Yeah, this one coming down to the wire. Delta holding on to that lead, but Puerto Rico could make it back. Hopefully, for Delta, I want to see some new bests come through so they can really cement that lead, because Puerto Rico's been slowly but surely chipping away at it. That run from Maruigi is what really helped to change things. But gonna need a little more. Looks like Ajax Pro is going to die in the 30s, so not going to pick up the new best. Smack is in practice mode. We're in our final 2 minutes of the match here. Mac Chunky's on a run to the 40s once again. Did pass the old best of 39. It's going to pass 50 as well. So can Mac Chunky get a deep run and take the lead back for Puerto Rico? Ajax Pro is on a new best, so they've got the chance to turn this back around here. Mac Chunky is still going. The final wave, and we saw that ending. Just
this
a lot
is
of
true.
hold, so Looks like Mac
AJX
Chunky.
said AJX is on a new best too with just a minute to go. I think Mac Chunky's gonna beat the level.
Yeah, let's
It's just a victory lap from here on out. And there you go. What a change in events now. Puerto Rico now holds the lead by 22%. And
But even
AJX
more.
Pro is now at the ending, has a chance to fluke it all the way from 34 to the ending with just a minute to go, and Puerto Rico is gonna be up by 88% now. Wow. Okay. What a comeback here. And they might just be the second team ever to lose the first match and proceed to win the series.
An insane comeback comes through from Puerto Rico from that deficit, from what looks like a pretty decent lead for Delta, while not substantial.
It's
not
interesting,
only
this is the
completely
one match where they
disappeared, but-
didn't start with like much of a lead in, and it's the one that like they might actually end up winning it. Zeki is in new best range too, 63, 1% improvement.
We're on our final
We
10
just have
seconds of the
10
match.
seconds left in the match, and Puerto Rico might be on their way to make this group very complicated going into the last day. Time is now up. I don't know if Tropical got that on time. I'm gonna say they
Tropical
did.
was dead during, like, as it said 0, they were already dead.
It's just when the death happens, like during the respawn. That's fine.
Oh, okay,
Like,
then they're fine.
So this would count. Okay. Zeki is now done. Tropical didn't get a new best anyway, but we'll see if Smek can get a new best. No, he does not, and the final score is gonna be 263 to 174 in favor of Puerto Rico. Wait. Yeah, 263 to 174.
So, in the end, Puerto Rico get a complete, I'll call it a reverse sweep. We'll say Puerto Rico's
Sure,
going to
they're only
complete
the
the reverse sweep.
Only the second team this tournament to accomplish that feat. Now let me go into the group stage, and once I'll paste this in so you can all see how the standings are looking like right now.
Puerto Rico, let's go.
All right. As we can see, Delta has an interesting situation. Puerto Rico has a points difference of minus 197 now, so a fair bit better than what it was before. Delta has a points difference of only minus 24, but Puerto Rico is 1-1 and got that head-to-head win. So at the moment, their records are identical, but Puerto Rico is ahead on like raw, like
They're
beating them,
second.
like on head-to-head. So they're ahead of Delta. Texas is on top. What this means something really interesting. Puerto Rico is going to play Alabama on the last day. Oh, wait. I think set difference-wise, Alabama... Wait. No. So basically, if Alabama sweeps Puerto Rico, then it would be Alabama -2, Puerto Rico -3. So Alabama, basically for Puerto Rico, if you take one set off of Alabama, you will win you will advance to the knockout stage. There isn't really, well, there actually is a road to you winning the group, but no, there isn't. I think Texas has it wrapped, actually. Because I was going to say Puerto Rico sweeps Alabama, that puts them at +1. Delta sweeps Texas, that puts them at 3. And yeah, so Delta probably needs to sweep Texas in order to take the group, basically. So that's the current deal. Nobody's wrapped up anything. So, that'll get interesting. But anyways, I'm going to wrap up the stream. There is a match, but it's kind of later on, so you guys aren't going to see it for a few more days because it's a match 3 round. But yeah. All right. Thank you all for watching.